Hello, and welcome to Mad Chemist Science. Today we'll be focusing on chemical symbols and formulas. Hopefully by the end of this lesson you'll be able to identify an element symbol and explain how a chemical formula is written. Our everyday lives are full of symbols that give us information. For example, this one. This tells us that something is not permitted or we can't do something. Classic, no smoking. And maybe going to and from school you've seen this one. This tells drivers to be careful that there are children present. In chemistry, we use symbols as well as a shorthand to convey information. We write hydrogen a lot. You're going to write it so often in chemistry, and it's not that difficult of a word to spell. However, if you have to write it over and over and over again, it can just take forever. But what if we had a way to represent hydrogen without having to spell out the word hydrogen? Fortunately, in chemistry, we have something like this. It's called the element symbol. Here, we have the H, which stands for hydrogen in chemistry. All the known elements are assigned a 1 to 3 letter symbol. For example, we use C to represent carbon. We use the letters N and A to represent sodium. And we use the letters U, U, O to represent ocnium. It's new! Water is a chemical and a product of many reactions. And like hydrogen, writing water over and over would take way too much time. To make things simpler, most of the time, we use formulas to represent the different chemicals that we'll be using. Here, water is represented by the chemical formula H subscript 2O. Looking at the chemical formula, you can tell what elements and how many are present. The H tells us that we have a hydrogen. The subscript 2 tells us that there are 2 hydrogens. And then the O, with the lack of a subscript, tells us that there is 1 oxygen. The whole formula for water tells us that for every 2 hydrogen atoms, there is 1 oxygen atom. In more complex combinations, you'll be able to determine which atoms are connected, but we'll learn about this later on. Not in this lesson, much later on. Well, okay, that's it. We find ourselves at the end of another lesson. So, I need for you to ask yourself, can you identify a chemical symbol and could you write a chemical formula? If you can, this was a success. Until next time, this is the Mad Chemist reminding you, don't trust atoms. They make up everything.